Alright guys, I'm back. This is a guy that tried to run over my son. He's dead now from what I understand from my research. Okay, now this is one of the search warrants This was the first one. You notice there are no refrigerators in that criminal complaint. Page 2. Jason Ruiz, look up that kid's background. I'm amazed. That kid gave up a fight. Same thing I'd have done too. He was a gangbanger. Now let's go. This stuff here. This is how far back this folder goes. And that one. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff, guys. And if you look up the Devil Disciples case, the prosecutor from the state, I believe, is out of Macomb, which I will put out later, her name or his name. He's even stating that they had connections to corrupt officials, law enforcement. That's where my research led me to back when I was checking into these people, because they were getting my nephews and shit on meth. So I had to go in, find out where it was, and I had to go through a certain person to relay everything to the task force, because my research led me to corrupt cops, corrupt judges, lawyers, and prosecutors throughout the states that these guys were willing and dealing this motorcycle gang. I don't know if it was because they threatened to kill these people, or it was to pad their retirement funds. But I will show you where that prosecutor is even saying to the judge and the jury that they had connections. That's why I went to a federal judge and explained to him what was going on and why these people are doing what they're doing. Because that's why I say they're criminals. I had no place to go, people. I couldn't trust the county, the state, or the city, or the DEA. Seen too much stuff, heard too much stuff. People pointed out certain things to me. And I had researched certain judges at the federal level. Federal Judge Richard Allen, that was a good, clean, honest judge. Not too many of them up there in the federal court system, except for some of the ones that Trump has put in there, and a couple of them that had already existed, like, let's see, these two at the bottom, like I told you guys before. And that's why the state's attacking me, because there's a lot of corrupt people in the judicial system here in the state of Michigan. They've been violating my civil rights left and right, because I won't work with them. They're criminals. I don't understand how criminals can prosecute criminals. Oh, that's right, I forgot. They got total immunity. They can go out and break the law and not have to worry about it. People, you need to get rid of that immunity. This way, when we go out and say, hey, I know for a fact this cop's involved in it, just like I know for a fact there was cops and certain officials in Texas that were involved with the gang out of Texas where Ruiz was from. I started researching them, checking into it, see how far I needed to go, if I needed to go to Texas or whatever, and try to find out. Same thing with Arizona. these people were getting kickbacks for their retirement funds in big bunches of money. So you can persecute me, you retards, at the phone companies and shit, but you've been trolled. A lot of that stuff you've been reading through the emails were to set you ignorant motherfuckers up. You're stupid people. Very fucking stupid people. Sprint and Metro PCS are stupid motherfuckers, along with the state of Michigan. Attorney General's office is corrupt, people. Some shit led me to them too. I'm just letting you know. But the second warrant will be for the refrigerators, because they couldn't find nothing. So I had somebody, which was my sister, which was a St. Clair County sheriff, who later they turned against her, sexually harassed her, and she sued them, and then she moved to Tennessee. She will even tell you, St. Clair County and the city of Port Huron and the state of Michigan are nothing but a corrupt cabal of gangbangers. So when we go to court with these assholes using my charge card there in Kalamazoo, I'm going to stop in the federal building there, talk to a few of the federal prosecutors there about the state, and some certain people that I don't know if they even got these people, but they're on the right track. That prosecutor is saying that there are corrupt state officials involved. Yes, led me to a judge in Mount Clemens, which I don't think he was really involved, as more likely just an acquaintance, because he knew a couple of them from past history. You know, they get involved with people that they think can be changed or rehabilitated. So, you know, I don't believe in guilt by association. There's no such thing. I don't believe in hearsay evidence, and I don't believe in circumstantial evidence, because it's not evidence. It's just bullshit. But when you start looking at it, go through all those little things on YouTube channel for the Devil Disciples RICO cases. Look up the prosecutors and what they had to say. I'm amazed that the one was that smart to figure it out, that yeah, there are officials. That's why I could not go to the state. That's why I went to federal judge Richard Allen Edson, and we had a few exchanges throughout the years, and then he got sick and he left, and then he passed away. He was a good guy. Those two judges I showed you at the bottom, only problem I have with Emmett Sullivan is he doesn't think that you're going to plead guilty if you're not guilty, but when they're hammering your kid and they got your son in their joint, their concentration camps, and they got CIA Henry Metha selling drugs to you, because I had to use drugs to get inside these people. Same thing I did with Henry. I got some drugs from him. I don't sell the shit out. I didn't sell it. I used it for myself. You have to do things, and then you have to clean yourself up, and it took me a couple years to clean myself up. But the judge even told me to stay away from these people, and he wasn't the only one. So I'm letting you guys know that if you don't do your job there, where they stole and used my credit card at a veterinarian shop, I want this whole gang of thieves and assholes at these phone companies. They're the ones spying on you, America. But you will also see where the Devil Disciples in their case have connections. They have a long tentacle branch of connections with certain officials and cops. The same thing with the ones in Texas and the ones in Arizona. You ain't going to bust them. You ain't going to get them. Their tentacles are kind of thick. You might be able to clip the top of the iceberg and take years of following this up and that up. But when you guys, your DEA had Ross down there in Arizona in the car wash, I got all that shit too, guys. You blew it. You just right out fucking blew it because you were getting a kickback from somebody. One of them fucking agents were getting a kickback from somebody. I would have had that fucking smuggler take some dope you guys could have got out of the locker and used as a sting operation. But you're fucking retarded. I don't want to work with you people because you're criminals. A lot of you guys are criminals. The way I look at it, a lot of you guys committed treason against this country and the Constitution. Along with the state of Michigan, they are one big violation of the Constitution and one big RICO case just within the state of Michigan itself. St. Clair County Sheriff, I wouldn't trust them fuckers as far as I can spit, and I really don't spit unless I cough up a big loogie and then I'll spit it in the garbage where it belongs. City of Port Huron, same thing. I've showed you all that stuff. So this battle's on now because, like the judge said, sit back, collect all you can because that's how you do it. Told me of a couple books to read. That's the one book I showed you how to investigate stuff, which is a good book, but there's a lot of other books online you can read too. And what I am telling you people, watch your ass. Try to video yourself as much as possible because these prosecutors right here, I believe are very corrupt people. But they're going to say, oh, because of the war on drugs, we're allowed to violate your constitutional rights. Well, if that's a fact, then that law is unconstitutional. And the way I look at it, without the Constitution, you guys have no authority. If you read the document yourself, that's what gives you your authority, you retards. You better start sticking up for the Constitution. And you better start opening up internal affairs in every precinct with some really good cops that are actually overseen really good, because all it takes is a big chunk of money to get them fucking corrupt. That's why the judges start striking down that policing for profit, which that needs to go completely gone. That will stop quite a bit of your criminal activity in your police departments and your prosecutor's office, and by taking away a lot of the immunity that they have given themselves. You're going to end up like me when you're trying to find the truth and find out where the fucking bullets are coming from. These people don't give a shit about you. All they're worried about is their retirement fund and the power that they keep giving themselves while they're in office. So keep that in mind, America. You better wake up, because this is what I'm dealing with here in Michigan. The dicks went and stole my phone at Sprint, which we're going to find out here in a little bit about that too. Then they went into my bank account, which I believe it was a state and county. I don't know, it could have been, because I will look them up. I got their pictures, because we took pictures while we were in the bank of them, just in case the bank tries to say, well, they weren't there, they were there. Then all of a sudden my shit starts getting used all over in Britain. That would be Henry and his little fucking gang of thieves and liars and communists, CIA. So we're going to look, and we're going to bring these people up on charges. I want Henry kicked out of the CIA and all his little minions, and his citizenship revoked. He has citizenship in India, Canada, and the United States. So where did that fentanyl, all that big shipment of fentanyl that they busted at the bridge come from? That was Henry and them guys trying to set me up, guys. That's why they used my credit card over in Britain, trying to say I was there, but they can't. Because I'll go into the booths at Customs and we will yank every tape. Fucking years before and years after. There's nothing me going across that bridge. The phone tower pings, oh, that's there too. We got that shit. Show that we were here in Michigan, Port Huron, not often like a 2.5, 3 hour ride from here just to go to a vet and take my dog there. No, our dog's got her own vets. We already got the documents to that to show in court where we take our dogs, where our dogs got their rabies shots and stuff and license for. Because they're going to try pulling ignorant shit. That's what the state does because it's that corrupt. So it's on. Just to let you know, guys, finally, they made their mistake. I got them on video, driving like fucking maniac retards. And those people are going to find out who they are. I bet you they're, what that group called, Anonymous, the Black Hats? All they are is fucking thieves and junkies, people. I looked into them big time. They think they're the only smart fucks with computers. No, I got some boys that can really do some shit that have graduated. They are computer scientists, computer programmers. So, just to let you know, I got these evil pieces of shit every way possible. It was just having a hard time getting them into court. But this time it will go to court and it will go to trial. Because I'm going to tell the jury I just don't understand how these criminals at this prosecution's table can go after criminals when, you know, all it does is benefit their pockets because they want your house, your car, your bank account. I'm on disability. I've been on disability since 2013. I had a pulmonary embolism, and come to find out the pulmonary embolism was a cause of lupus, a rare blood disease I got that it makes my blood clot. So I had clots, and that's what blew out my left side. All that will be explained to the jury in court, and the first time I catch that judge helping those corrupt prosecutors or saying the wrong thing, he's done, because I'm going to have the 10-year commission sitting with me, and we're going to subpoena Sidney Powell, the U.S. Attorney General Barr. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm not playing games with you ignorant fucks no more. You're a bunch of criminals. And no, I don't have to associate with you people. And I don't associate with these fucking motorcycle gangbanging fuck asses or these cartels. And anything I can tell you about them, their murders, I have no clue. I got in, found out that they had their fucking cookers. I passed that on, and that's going to come out in court to who I passed it on and then who she passed it on to in the St. Clair County Task Force. So you fucks get your shit together, because there's some DEA boys getting fired, I know that. Sick a bunch of fucking criminal state bitches on me because I know the truth, you ignorant fucking DEA. That's why they go in and eat all the drugs up at those fucking dispensaries that they raid, and then they run over to Mexico and give all their computers and their phones to the fucking cartel just to have sex with their underage whores. Oh, it's deep, America, real deep. So I'm hoping I don't get no cabal ass jury. I'm pretty sure the state will try to make sure they get the jury pool that they want. That is a bunch of ignorant fucks. So God bless, stay safe, the battle's on.